Thank you so much, Father Alejandro Solalinde. Our next speaker is Ann Wright. She is a former U.S. colonel and diplomat from the United States. She has become one of the best peace activists we have in the U.S., working with groups from Code Pink to Veterans for Peace to so many other groups. I think the world would be so much a better place if Ann Wright were able to replace Anthony Blinken as the U.S. Secretary of State.
Well, that's for damn sure. As if if I were Secretary of State of the United States of America, the U.S. participation in this war, this proxy war for the United States against Russia, would stop tomorrow. It would stop tomorrow. As Secretary of State, I would stop the killing. I would say we have to have a ceasefire right now, and I would use every influence that we have. I would tell U.S. allies and NATO allies, let's stop this shit. This is wrong. This is just wrong. I would tell all of those people, those warmongers that are just like the United States, that this has to end. I spoke yesterday about the ceasefire and stopping the killing. Claire mentioned, what do we have to do to create the conditions for dialogue? What do we have to do to force our own governments to say we will back off? We will encourage a dialogue. We will encourage negotiations on a ceasefire. So what do we have to do as global citizens to get that to happen? I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Do you go to your parliaments and raise hell with them? I mean, you've probably seen some pictures of Medea Benjamin and Tig Berry right here in the U.S. Congress, where they are in the faces of U.S. Congress people in the hearings. And most of the time you'll see Medea being hauled out with arms like this as the police come and get them. You'll hear Tig Berry yelling at the Congress people, and the Congress people say, well, that's not respectful. Well, let's have a little respect for life. Let's have a little respect to stop the killing. So how do we do this? I mean, how many wars have we been doing this stuff on? I mean, the Vietnam War was one that most of us were kind of raised on. The Iraq War for the United States and its NATO counterparts, and the Afghanistan War, NATO counterparts that were there. How did we go after our politicians to finally get these things to stop? I mean, we shamed them. We held the pictures up of the victims. We held the pictures up of them. We showed the destruction in the cities. I mean, the pictures are there. It's whether we have the oomph to keep after this. I mean, how many people are tired right now? How many people are kind of worn out from what you've been doing? Oh, come on. If you're not tired, you're not doing enough. So every one of you had better raise your hand, or I'm going to come after you after this meeting and talk to you about what we need to be doing. We need to go after our congressmen, our parliamentarians, wherever they live. We need to go to their houses and hold up the pictures. Now, how long is this going to continue? How long are we going to put up with this? So we have to get in their faces. We have to shame them. We have to show them the levels of destruction. We have to show them the pictures of what is going on. And then we have to support people that are who are saying, we're not going to do this war. Yesterday, we heard about conscientious objectors. So we have to support those conscientious objectors, whether they be in Ukraine, whether they be in Russia. We have to support those people that are standing up to say, we are not going to participate in this war anymore. So what can we do? I mean, I think later on in the final session, we'll hear a declaration. And I think in that declaration will be a call. Is that right? Call? Yeah, a call for a global day to end the war. So in September, I think is what the call is going to be. That's when all of us that have been here in this conference We have to really get moving and make sure that in our communities that there are events that are being held. We have to really start pushing back against the narrative that the media has been after us for so long, that if we're not for the war, we are not good citizens. We've got to push back against that so hard. If by chance in 2025, this war is still going on. I mean, in the talk I gave yesterday, it was the timelines that we've had on various negotiations on ceasefires. How long does it take to get a ceasefire in place? And sometimes it takes forever. So in 2025, in our workshop today, there he is right there. He's the one that suggested, how about in 2025, we have a global conference? How about in Vienna? How about IPB doing it again, since they've done a good job here? In 2025, that's the 75th anniversary of the Helsinki Accord. We might have to, pardon? 50th, okay, 50th, well, 75, 50. But we might have to do it at 49 because we can't wait again. 2024, if this war is still going on, we've got to keep meeting. We've got to be in solidarity with each other. We've got to come together as groups of people, like-minded people that say this killing must end. The killing must end. So I'll just end it saying, stop the killing, negotiations now. Stop the killing, negotiations now. Stop the killing, negotiations now. Thank you.